Andy here. I'm a vintage home decor reseller, and today I have a haul video for you. So I'm a bad YouTuber and I don't have any thrift with me video footage to show you. Most of the stuff in this haul were either from me like quickly going into the thrift store and running it back out during errands and such, and so I didn't have time to film. And then the other stuff was actually picked up by my mom. If you follow my channel, you know my mom has been out hitting the thrift stores and antique malls and any farm sale she can find for me. So yeah, it's becoming expensive to have two people out thrifting, but I'm finding a lot of cool stuff. It's really fun to have two different pair of eyes on stuff out thrifting. So yeah, the footage, so I don't require her to take any footage while she's out thrifting yet. That might be coming. So yeah, so I don't have any footage to show you. So we're gonna jump right into the haul portion of this video right now. So a lot of the stuff will be available in my Etsy shop, and then of course there's always things that I want to keep because I just can't help myself. So the first thing, I'm sorry, I'm going to be keeping, and when you see it, you're probably like, I'm not surprised. It is this beautiful brass vase. I mean, look at this. It's like a disco ball. Now, most of the brass I've already shined up prior to doing the haul, so except for like two things, but I mean, this is so stunning. It was so dingy. I can't wait to use some dry flowers that I got from the Portland Flower Market in that. I think it's gonna look really pretty for fall. So yeah, I'm keeping this because it's like a disco ball and I love brass. So this is unfortunately staying in my home. And then another thing I'm keeping, which you'll be like, of course you're keeping that too, is this Russian nesting doll. I thought it was so fun. I've never seen like this particular color palette before, so I had to get it. If you follow me, you know I collect Russian nesting dolls. My collection is getting really large. I'm gonna pop some footage on the screen of all the ones that I have. And so yeah, this will definitely be a welcome addition to that. I mean, look at the kitty cat. Isn't that so cute? I don't even like cats, and I just thought this was so adorable. So yeah, this I'm gonna keep as well. Okay, so moving on to things that I am not going to keep. So stuff that's gonna be available at Etsy shop. So the first thing is this very large marble candle holder. So people are obsessed with marble right now, especially marble that has very interesting veining. This is of course really heavy. I love that it is like this chunky single candle holder, and actually it has like a mark on the bottom. I have a hard time, you know, I always need to like look this stuff up before before I start these videos to show you. But anyways, this was $4.99 at Value Village or Savers, which I thought was a really good deal. Thrift stores in my area tend to be very overpriced right now. So this is a great like sculptural styling piece. So this will be available in my Etsy shop. And then something I don't usually pick up is like decorative glass. It's just not something I'm into, but considering like the fall vibes and stuff, another thing that I got at Value Village at Savers, and I should take the sticker off, is this beautiful glass bowl. Now it has like this like flower type of star detail I thought was beautiful, and I just love the tone. It's almost like a caramely brown. So I mean, yeah, even on screen, that is like killer. So I thought it'd be like a really fun styling moment. This will be available in my Etsy shop. It's $3.99, and actually it is, actually I think it has like the garage sale sticker on the bottom too. Don't you just love that when you're like, oh, it was like 50 cents at a garage sale before it was donated and priced for, you know, $3.99. Love that. But on the bottom, I think that might be the maker's mark. No, I have not looked it up, so I gotta, you know, still do that. But anyways, this will be available in my Etsy shop. I thought it was just so beautiful, I could not pass it up. Okay, so two things that are not super exciting for you guys, but exciting for me that I am going to be keeping are these wooden utensils. So I've been doing a little bit more styling lately with my photos for my Etsy shop, and then also for reels on Instagram, and I just know you guys also like to see the pieces styled up, and so that requires me to have a lot more props around the house. And so one of the things I did not have were wooden utensils. Most of the stuff I have are that like silicone cover, which is not particularly pretty when you pair it with a vintage thing. So I got these very cool wooden utensils, especially this spoon. I mean, look at the patina on this spoon, like so good. This was $3, which, you know, for a used wooden spoon, I was like, is that a lot? Probably. And this was 49 cents. So I thought it was worth it. But these two together, especially styled in, you know, a jar or something. I picked up a very cool ceramic vase. I may like restyle it up with these new spoons and stuff because I think it might look a little bit better than what I have in it. So anyways, yeah, when I got these, really excited to add these to my prop collection. Okay, so another prop item. Now I may sell it, I don't know. If you really are interested in it, let me know. It is this really beautiful piece of art. So it's very, very quirky, but I love the colors. It is original, painted on board. But the thing about it that I love the most was the fact that there was actually information on who did it on the back and in a brief kind of history of the actual piece. So, like I said, painted on board, and it was painted in 1975, and it was given to Debbie Miller, who was the great niece of the artist. So the woman who painted it, they actually have her like date of birth and date of passing. So she was born in 1916 and she died in 2019. So she was 102. So it says right here, 102 years young. So I fell in love with the brief story on the back, so I had to get it. It was $10, which for an original piece of art is not bad. I hate this frame. Like, this frame does not look like it is that old. But it definitely is that old, especially based on the hardware. So anyways, yeah, I'm going to probably use this in some of my styling, see how it goes. I definitely have been getting into that a little bit more. It helps kind of set the tone and mood of some of the pieces, and it just adds that pop of color and visual interest in some of the like Instagram videos that I'm doing. So yeah, I'm going to keep this for now, but if that's the story, like, tugged on your heartstrings and you really love it, you may be able to pry it out of my hands by sending me a message, but for now, I'm going to be using it. Okay, so back to things I am going to be selling in my Etsy shop. So we're heading into entertaining gathering season. And so when my mom sent me, now these my mom picked up for me, my mom sent me pictures of these candlesticks. I thought they were beautiful. So look at the like mix of tones. Has like this lovely caramely lighter on top and then the deep wood on the bottom. So they were $5 a piece, so $10 for the pair, which I didn't think was bad. You know, I don't pick up a lot of wooden candlesticks, mostly brass, but I thought these were just so sculptural and tall. I thought they would look absolutely beautiful styled on a table, especially for like fall Thanksgiving type of centerpieces, and then really all year round. I mean, this type of wood is just really, really good, especially into that cottage core farmhousey type of vibe. So yeah, had to have her get these when she sent me the picture. And some more, ooh, almost knocked my water over. And some more stuff that my mom picked up at this particular shopping trip. She actually had a lot of success on this shopping trip. I'm always grateful for, but also I'm like, this is gonna get expensive. So she picked up this like very, very like classic mid-century wooden figurine. I mean, you've seen this everywhere. It's like varying size. I've seen it different sizes. It was only $3, and so it is literally everywhere. So I have never like been tempted to pick it up because I've never found it really cheap. But for $3, I'm like, okay, pick up this classic lady, and I will list her or use her for styling because she is like that iconic piece. So anyways, I will be listing her on my Etsy shop, but I'm probably going to use her to style up some stuff for the foreseeable future until she sells, which is kind of what I do with a lot of my stuff, which is really fun. It's a fun aspect of this like job. So another wooden item that my mom picked up was this really cute, teeny tiny wooden little box. So I have no idea what this would have been for. It might just be for what it is, which is a cute little wooden box. But this was only $2, so I thought, okay, just grab it. And I just thought it was so, so cute. So I was going to keep this for myself, but how many of these types of things do I need? So I'll probably list it, but I think it will be really cute for like styling moments. But yeah, this is like big enough to put like all sorts of cute little things to hide in there. And I just love the wood tones, like all that variety of color. Oh, so, so pretty. So anyways, yeah, this will be available in my Etsy shop. Kind of a unique find. And then another item that my mom got on the same shopping trip, we're just gonna go through the stuff that my mom picked up for me that day. We'll just go in that order now. Is this really, really large vase. So this is Tonala pottery from Mexico. This is kind of an older style based on like the glazing color. And then on the bottom it says made in Mexico. in Spanish. So this type of pottery, tonala pottery, is very collectible. And so anytime I see it, I always have her pick it up. I always pick it up. You know, it sells really well for me. Navajo pottery and tonala pottery are two things that sell really well for me. This, I have never seen one this size. So when she sent me the picture, oh, I have a hair. When she sent me the picture and told me the price, I was like, oh yeah, bring that home. So this was only $10, which is amazing. It's in really good condition. I don't see any like really significant flaws, just a little bit of like patina around the base, but that might have been actually part of the process of making it, because a lot of times these pieces, particularly the ones that are vintage, are kind of a little bit more rustic and handmade looking, which is kind of the charm of the piece. So yeah, this will be available in my Etsy shop. Okay, so continuing to move on to the last few items from the stuff that my mom picked up, and then we'll like round it out with some of the stuff that I picked up recently too. So, of course, a lot of brass. She always finds me brass. So the first thing is this teeny tiny little guy here. So this brass I've actually already pre-shined up. I thought it was really, really cute. These are just fun decorative items. You know, I don't know if anyone's actually using these to like grind stuff, but it's very, very cute, especially in a kitchen. It's really adorable. I don't know if this is food safe. That's one thing I always tell people with brass. If you're intending to use it for food, you may want to double check that it's food safe, and I don't know how to do that. So I'm always like, just, you know, make sure you know, because some of the stuff is not meant to be have food touch up. But anyways, I thought this was super, super cute. And so she got I think this was $2. And then another item, which I also shined up, is this beautiful etched brass bowl. And I thought this would be really, really great as a planter because it is so, so wide. So I thought this was beautiful. And it says on the bottom, made in India. So if you follow my channel, you've seen me pick up this particular like pattern and style of brass many, many times. It always sells well for me. And this piece, oh, so, so pretty. Oh, this is gonna be really hard for me to part with. I think this was $3. And then this teeny tiny, I don't know if it's a vase or a candle holder or both, but I'm really into teeny tiny candle holders. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know that, because a lot of my styling videos involve teeny tiny dollhouse size brass candlesticks, candlestick holders, because I just think they're just so cute. So I'm gonna see if I can find a candle that fits in this, because it absolutely is teeny. Otherwise, I think it would be really sweet with a couple of like really small blooms. I have some dry flowers, and so I may try to style that up and see how it looks. It could be very, very cute. Another brass piece she got was this bowl. Now it only has one ring and the other side does not have a spot. So it's not like it fell off. So I'm not sure what it would have originally been for, but it's a very cool bowl. It's really, really heavy, like significantly heavier than the other ones. So yeah, and then inside of it has a lot of patina. So it's actually not like dirt, just kind of like, I don't know, maybe like from the process of making it. Anyways, this I think was $6. And so yeah, this will be available on my Etsy shop too. It's just, that is so noisy. So anyways, it's just a very cool bowl. And I just love all the different like details on it. It has a lot of visual interest and texture. So something like this is really, really fun to decorate with. And then the final brass item that she picked up was, I believe, Art Deco. Now I am not great with my time periods and design styles. I am, you know, especially of like old, like anything before mid-century, I'm not really great at identifying, but something tells me this may be Art Deco. So if you know in the comments, let me know. But I thought this was beautiful when she showed me the picture. I've shined it up. It was so, so dingy. So, so dingy. So yeah, I had to do all the way around. It's actually it's solid, but also very light. It has some really cool details around here. It has a small like imperfection, like right over here, just like a little cutout. And then also looks like someone did some like welding on it here. And then of course the base is a little bit wonky. So it's definitely like a little bit more of a wonky piece, but I think that kind of adds to the charm of it, makes it look older and a little bit more romantic in my opinion. So I thought this was beautiful, especially if you put fruit in it, because even though it may not be food safe in terms of like, you know, licking it. Food safe, no one's doing that. Except for me apparently on camera. But I think if you were to put bananas or other stuff that you intend to peel, it's probably safe and okay. So I thought this would be something that would be really, really pretty in a kitchen, especially like on a counter island with some of your like spoils from your garden. I know we're kind of getting out of that time period, but people like to decorate with their produce all year round. So yeah, this piece will be available in my Etsy shop. It's $18, so I paid up for it. I just thought I had never seen one like this, so I had to pick it up. Okay, so moving on to some non-brass, and then we'll probably get back to brass. Sorry, a lot of brass, like usual. So the next item is something I thought was very cool. It is this hanging planter. So it's made out of bamboo, and yeah, it's just like in such good shape. Nothing's missing on it, nothing's broken, which is incredible. I just love the tone of it. I've never seen like this style before in a rattan planter. I thought it was just really, really unique, and it has this, you know, hook at the top that can hang up. And then I thought that this base, or the part where you put the plant, is actually pretty decent size. So I think any like, is it 4-inch pot will probably look good in it, which is great, because that's one of the things that's kind of a bummer is like you buy something like this and then you're like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna put in it? Because it doesn't fit a pot. And so I think this particular piece, how large it is, especially since it seems to have like a good amount of room at the bottom, which means you might be able to put something in there to protect the bottom of the thing so it doesn't get wet. But anyways, thought this was awesome. It was only $8, and so definitely had to get it, and it will be available in my Etsy shop. Okay, so I totally forgot to show you the most amazing piece that my mom picked up that day when she went out shopping, when she got all the brass and the wood pieces. And it is a giant red marble pedestal. So it's actually sitting right next to me right here. I'm gonna pop a picture on the screen of how it looks, because it's so heavy and it's so amazing. So kind of a funny story. So a local reseller, she went to the sale prior, like the day prior to my mom going to the sale, and she wanted to buy this pedestal, totally put a sold sticker on it, totally forgot it. So she put on her Instagram like, hey, I was gonna buy this, totally forgot to buy it. So if anyone goes the next day, you should buy it. She was just like, you know what, I'm not going back for it, you buy it. So my mom goes to the sale, and I just happen to say, hey mom, will you let me know if you see this marble pedestal? And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm standing in front of a marble pedestal. So it was still there, probably because it weighs maybe 100 pounds. It is so heavy. But these things are so popular right now. They go for, I don't know, like over $1,000 or more on Cherish, because there just are not, they're really valuable, and they're very rare, and they're very heavy. So I can't imagine shipping it. I'm going to be keeping this for myself because it is just such a special piece. But yeah, I was so thrilled that that thrifter left it behind, because it could be mine. And yeah, I'm just really, really loving, you know, how versatile it is. My room, like you see, I decorate, you know, more modern, more mid-century, and I just love kind of how this piece kind of works with those decor items. So anyways, yeah, that was like the most amazing piece that she found. Actually, one of the most amazing pieces and rare pieces that have been picked up recently this year. So it was definitely a big score. Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you, it was only $95. What? $95. Okay, so I think only 4 more items to show you. 4 more items. Okay, so back to brass. This is something I picked up. Were these 2 like matching large brass trays. These suckers are heavy. I mean, brass trays are heavy, but these are like, take it to a whole nother level. So they have very cool scenes, and they're made in China. I have not shined these up because I actually do like the patina on these ones. And so I may like put them up, not shine up, and see how they do before I get to work on shining these ones up. So here's another one. I think I'm gonna sell them separately, although they do look very cool as a pair. I was so excited to find these. So this one was 16 and this one was 14. And when I list these in my Etsy shop, like this one I'd probably list for 98, and then this one I'll probably list for like 78 or 89. So yeah, they definitely sell well for me. They're awkward to ship in terms of like their size, but in terms of packing and knowing they're gonna get there without like injury for the most part, these are really, really good. So I always pick these up because they have a lot of like selling potential and a lot of potential for profit if you can get them under $20. It's usually my goal. If I get them under $20, then I'm doing really, really good, which is not always the case. So those are the last brass items. Well, kinda. One of the items has a little bit of brass on it that I'm gonna show you, which is my favorite piece, which is coming up. The next item I'm not gonna show you on screen because it's too big and I already have it like plugged in somewhere else. So I got this very cool light up pumpkin. I wanna say it's probably from the 90s, like looking at it, it's like right over here. But I'll pop some like footage on the screen of it. I thought it was really, really cute. It was $10. It's made of like, how would I describe it? Like yellow plastic squiggly stuff. I don't know. It's lit up inside. Only half of it lights up now, but luckily it's the front half of it, so that's good enough for me. I thought about maybe changing out the like the bulbs and like put new Christmas lights inside because you actually can open up the unit. I'm just like, why am I gonna bother to do that? The front half lights up. That's like all that matters. So anyways, that was really fun and kitschy. I love the color. My son thinks it's really fun. He always goes, like it's some magical thing every time I light it up at night. So it's very cute. It's been worth the money in terms of that. So yeah, so that really like weird quirky piece I'm gonna keep, sorry. But yeah, very excited to find something for fall that is like really, really fun. And now to the final piece. So this piece is like a lesson in why a person should always like go down different aisles at the thrift store because you never know what you're gonna find. So this piece was found in the toy aisle, and I think it's just like someone must have picked it up and like decided to abandon it, and then they're just like, you know what, I'll just put it anywhere. So this piece I thought was very, very cool. Now if you follow me on Instagram, you will have already seen it. So if you're not following me on Instagram, just know I do a lot of like styling videos. I do a lot of haul footage, thrift with me's and such, and then sometimes you get to see like fun pieces like this prior to them appearing here on YouTube. So this was definitely one of my favorite pieces I have found in a long time. I just thought it was so stunning. So it is a jewelry box from Japan. I do not have the key. Now I had not gone through every drawer, but look at this, like beautiful brass detail here, all the brass hardware, and then on the top, all of this very decorative brass. Very, very cool. So here's like the back. And where was the, oh yeah. It has the made in Japan sticker, which if you look at that, very, very old sticker. So you know it is vintage. And yeah, it's just a really well-made piece. Love the color of the wood. All the drawers have like this blue corduroy type lining. So it definitely was used as like a jewelry box, which I love. It's just really, really pretty. I wish we could have, you know, the lock, but frankly, like you never get like the keys with this stuff. Like if you get a key with it, that's like amazing. So I have not gone through everything to see if like someone like taped it up inside. So, you know, there's always a possibility. And if that happens, I will let you guys know. But anyways, I thought this was beautiful. I'm gonna list this in my Etsy shop, but it's going to kill me because I absolutely adore it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So it was only $12.99, which is the other thing that was incredible. But pieces like this, like little boxes with drawers and stuff, are really, really valuable because you're just not seeing them that often, especially ones that have this like amazing of a patina and like this brass. So I know it's gonna sell well and it could sell for a lot. So that's what's making me want to list it. But oh, it's just so cute. Oh, so it will be mine to style with up until it sells. But yeah, so I will be putting this in my Etsy shop along with a lot of the other stuff that I mentioned. If there's something I didn't mention, just let me know. But yeah, that's the end of it. That's all I have for you guys today. So definitely some unique pieces that I don't usually pick up, and then a lot of stuff that you've seen before. But yeah, definitely was a good few random thrift trips. And then of course my mom scored some really cool stuff too. So anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next thrifting and decorating video. Take care. I love this lamp here, but to film, it's like, where does it go? Here? Here? Does this look weird? Does this look weird? Oh, it's so annoying. I do this every time I go to film. I'm like, do I keep it in? Do I keep it off? Anyways, ugh.